Hey guys, Nestel here again, bringing you some gameplay from Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. It is the new downloadable campaign for the game. It came out a couple of days before Halloween, I believe. As you can see, I have not beaten it yet, but I thought I'd give you my review and thoughts on this particular game. In the timeline, the scheme of the entire Red Dead Redemption campaign, the original one for the game, this takes place right about 75% through when you get back with your family, and then this campaign takes place. As you can tell, zombies have taken over the land. It really doesn't have any rhyme or reason or anything like that. It's just something for Halloween coming out, and it was about time to have some new things to do for Red Dead, and they just released this as a kind of a fun type of a thing. It is still very, very cool. I thought the first game, the original campaign, was fabulous. One of the best games that I've ever played, and this just adds to it and makes it even that much more fun. You're playing as John Marston again. You get pretty much all the same ammo or weapons. Ammo, though, was a little scarce to come by, at least in the beginning of the game, because you use it up so quickly. I'll explain why in a minute. So you have to always constantly keep looking for ammo. You can go from town to town, clear out the zombies to make it a safe haven, so you can actually save there and get resupplied. That's what I'm doing right now. So I thought I'd give you some fast action gameplay. The reason why you run through ammo so dang quickly in this particular game is because the only way to kill a zombie is by shooting it in the head, and when you do, you'll see it here. Damn head explodes. It's pretty cool. You can still do the time slowdown thing, which is pretty neat, and it's actually a real effective way of killing these damn things. I don't think I do it right here, but later in the gameplay I do. The campaign itself, it's got a storyline, but it's pretty ridiculous. You just go, your family turns into zombies, and of course you got to help them, and you're going from town to town. You meet up with some old friends. Wes Dickerson is one of them. Seth, that goofy, crazy guy, Seth, is another one that you meet up with. So there's a lot of original game players, NPCs from the original game. That's pretty neat to see them again. Graphically, it's still the same engine, same design as the original, of course, which just looks fabulous, even though I'm playing it on a PS3, which is a little less appealing than the Xbox, but it still looks amazing, I must say. The only really downsides about this game, which really isn't really a downside, it's more of an inconvenience, it's kind of the same thing with Fallout, is that the travel between places is a bit of a pain in the ass. Thus far, I haven't unlocked the campsite so that you can instant travel from wherever you're at. I'm not quite sure if I ever will. I haven't seen it. As you can see, I'm blowing heads off of zombies, which looks pretty cool. You know, especially splattered against the wall, which looks pretty nice. Like I said, you're going to run through a lot of ammo like this as you're trying to hit these damn things in the head. And if I jump, I think I will jump down, and you'll see it. These things just start swarming around you, and it's pretty tough. It's really tough. Part of the campaign too is to obviously stop this, and you talk to Seth, and he tells you to go kill some graveyards and things like that, and I'm going to get to that gameplay in a little bit. And you have to go around to graveyard, destroying coffins, and then through that the dead rise from the grave, and then of course there's like the leader of the cemetery. He rises from the dead, and you got to kill him, and then once you kill all the zombies and burn all the coffins, that particular area becomes cleansed, as they call it. And of course there's a bunch of different side missions. This game is obviously pretty linear. There isn't really any deviation that you can do to the storyline like in Fallout, where you get a bunch of different options. It's pretty much point A to point B, but it's so big, and a lot of random events. That's pretty cool about all the different random events you can do in this game. You really don't notice it. Again, there are the side quests that you can do from town to town. Some of them are pretty annoying, pretty dumb. Here's my weapon wheel, and it's pretty much all the same weapons. I don't remember if there was a sawed-off shotgun or not in the first original campaign. I'm not quite sure, but that's there. It's pretty neat, pretty powerful weapon. I think the reason why you get different weapons is it's the radius of which you can make a headshot. In your beginning weapons, you get like the cattle revolver and the small repeater gun. Their radius of a headshot is a lot smaller than, say, obviously a shotgun being the biggest, or some of the bolt action, or the Springfield weapon, which is another weapon that you unlock. Once you get those, it seems like it's a little bit easier to shoot zombies in the head and rip them off. Again, this looks beautiful. I know this is recorded on a daddle, so it doesn't look great. But if you're pretty familiar with the Red Dead game itself, you'll know what I'm talking about with this. It's a fabulous looking game. A lot of neat weapons to do. The first campaign is amazing. This is pretty fun too. It was just a little travel jump here. This is one of the cemeteries that you have to do. I'm not quite sure if I finish this or not. But here I'm going to go, burn a coffin here. And as soon as that starts happening, these things start rising from the grave. And you see a couple of them starting to come up right now. And I'm going to run out and try to burn as many as I can before they pop up. And what I usually do in this instance, when you get a horde of them, I try to put some cover between myself and them, so they have to go around something to get to me. Granted, they're still going to get to me, but it gives me a little bit of a fighting chance, which I appreciate, because that's pretty tough, because they start hitting you. Pretty nuts. I've noticed there's about 4 or 5 different types of zombies you can do. The regular old that you kill, the regular old zombies that walk funny and stuff like that. They're actually a lot quicker than you think they should be. And then there are the ones that actually crawl on the ground. See how they're running towards you? They're pretty quick. On all fours, I call those like the exorcism zombies. Those guys are quick. You always have to use your time warp thing to kill them. Also, too, there are spitting zombies that are glowing and they spit at you, and then once you do kill them, pop off the head. Here we go. Check this out. Bam! Explosion. They'll blow up if you're in that radius. You get hurt, obviously. Another zombie are these big ass brute things. They're really slow at first, but they can charge you, and they hurt like hell, and they throw you a good 20-30 feet. So here's a couple more. I'm going to pop in the dome here. Squish their head like a grape. Pretty neat. Bam. See how they're kind of hoarding up on you. So it's pretty tough. It's easily enough to run away if you can get yourself a nice little escape path. But it's pretty tough. The game it gets a little annoying trying to shoot these damn things in the head. Just be prepared to eat up a lot of ammo, and make sure you stockpile when you go from town to town. Resupply yourself up. Once you finally start getting a good surplus of ammo, you're pretty well off. You're not going to have too many ammo issues, but it's just an initial problem in the game, very beginning of the game, trying to get some ammo. You just saw one of those crawling guys. Those guys are nasty. Those, like I said, call them my little exorcist-looking things. I'm going to let the gameplay run out until it fades to black there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you want, and I'll catch you in my next review.